when a reality show romance goes very wrong. He was a popular pro football player. She, a feisty star of Basketball Wives. Their marriage seemed destined for TV gold until it all came to a crashing halt one terrible night, only weeks after they wed. Now, for the first time, Evelyn Lozada opens up about what she says really happened and what role the spotlight played.
Just when we thought the storm between Evelyn Lozada and Jennifer Williams had finally passed, it looks like we were completely wrong. Because y'all, the friendship that once felt unbreakable just got hit with another shocking twist. Evelyn Lozada, the woman known for her strength, confidence, and unapologetic attitude, is now breaking down in tears. And the reason?
Red flag.
Don't be trying to be funny when motherfuckers is already funnier.
Go take a breather.
Yeah, had a champagne.
Okay, go take a breather.
Yeah.
Jennifer Williams, her former best friend, just came out swinging with some major receipts that have fans questioning everything Evelyn's ever said about her relationships. If you followed Basketball Wives for years, you already know Evelyn and Jennifer's story isn't your typical TV drama. This was real friendship, real sisterhood, and now real betrayal.
I was gonna say, who was I talking to? Talking about my kid. Okay. You don't got kids. Talking about my kids. And you don't know about their minds like you stupid.
What started as a few shady comments has turned into one of the most emotional and explosive showdowns we've seen yet. Evelyn's image, her reputation, and even her truth are all on the line. But how did two women who used to ride for each other end up here? How did laughter, loyalty, and love turn into lies, tears, and public humiliation? Well, grab your tea because this story is deep, and it's about to get very emotional.
I know what it's like to see red and go for the juggler, but this is way too much.
You were like my daughter,
Before the fights, before the shade, and before the cameras even caught the tension, Evelyn Lozada and Jennifer Williams were the definition of best friends. They came into Basketball Wives together like sisters, two women navigating fame, relationships, and heartbreak side by side. Jennifer was the calm one, classy, collected, and often the voice of reason.
Sleeping with your ex.
Sleeping with who? Shawnee, I swear on my kids. That I told you that?
No, you didn't tell me.
So where's it coming from?
Don't look at me because I didn't say it. She told me. It's Tammy.
Evelyn was fiery, outspoken, and loyal to the core. Together, they balanced each other perfectly. When Evelyn was going through her roller coaster relationship with NFL star Chad Ochocinco Johnson, Jennifer was there, comforting her, supporting her, protecting her like family. And when Jennifer's own marriage to Eric Williams fell apart, Evelyn stood by her too, ready to fight anyone who came for her best friend. Fans loved them. They weren't just co-stars, they were real. You could feel their bond, you could see it in every scene. They laughed together, cried together, and defended each other like sisters. But as always, fame has a way of testing friendships. The cameras kept rolling, the drama kept growing, and somewhere between reality and reality TV, everything started to change. Jennifer began speaking out, subtly at first, about the choices Evelyn was making in her relationships. She hinted that Evelyn might be chasing the wrong kind of love, getting caught up with men who weren't good for her. Evelyn, who wears her heart on her sleeve, didn't take it lightly. She felt judged, she felt betrayed, and what once was concern between friends turned into deep resentment. That's when everything exploded. Their fallout became one of the most talked about moments in Basketball Wives history. There was yelling, there were insults, and there was that unforgettable scene, the one where Evelyn tried to leap across a table just to get to Jennifer. That was the moment fans realized their friendship was gone. Years passed. They tried to make peace a few times. They smiled for cameras, hugged it out, even promised they'd leave the past behind. But something always felt off, like they were forcing it. The trust was gone. Then came Jennifer's big wedding, her fresh start. Fans expected Evelyn to be there, cheering her on. But when the big day came, Evelyn was nowhere to be found. No post, no congrats, nothing. Instead, she dropped a cryptic Instagram story that had everyone talking. It wasn't directed at Jennifer by name, but the timing, way too suspicious. The post talked about fake friends and women pretending to be happy in chaos. Fans immediately put 2 and 2 together. Evelyn was throwing shade, and the internet went wild. But what nobody expected was that Jennifer wasn't just going to sit back and ignore it this time. She came out swinging, not just defending herself, but exposing Evelyn. And what she said changed everything. Jennifer started by saying she was tired of Evelyn playing the victim. She claimed that while Evelyn spent years painting herself as the one who kept getting hurt in relationships, she was actually hiding some major secrets behind the scenes. According to Jennifer, Evelyn has been lying, not just to fans, but even to people close to her, about what really went down in her past relationships. And when Jennifer said she had receipts, everyone stopped scrolling, because she meant it. She revealed text messages, DMs, and private conversations that painted a very different picture of Evelyn's love life. These weren't just random screenshots. These were detailed messages allegedly showing Evelyn trash-talking her own exes, manipulating stories to get sympathy, and even flirting with other men while still publicly committed. Jennifer didn't drop names, but the clues were loud enough for everyone to hear. From her marriage to Chad Ochocinco, to her engagement with MLB star Carl Crawford, to her rumored relationships in between, Jennifer suggested Evelyn wasn't always the innocent one she claimed to be. She said Evelyn had mastered the art of controlling the narrative, making herself look like the heartbroken woman when things went south, while quietly stirring up drama behind the scenes. That's when the internet exploded. Fans were divided right down the middle. Some said Jennifer was bitter, jealous even, and just trying to tear Evelyn down. But others believed she was finally saying what everyone else was too scared to say out loud. And then came Evelyn's reaction. The moment Jennifer's accusations hit social media, Evelyn completely broke down. She went on Instagram Live, sobbing uncontrollably, saying Jennifer was trying to destroy her reputation. She said she was tired of constantly defending herself, tired of people twisting her story, tired of being made to look like a villain. Through tears, Evelyn said, "I've been through enough. I've survived things that broke me. And for someone I once loved like a sister to do this, it's cruel." It was emotional, raw, painful. Fans who once doubted her started feeling sympathy again, but others weren't buying it. Because here's the twist. As Evelyn was breaking down online, new screenshots started circulating that seemed to back up what Jennifer said. Alleged text messages where Evelyn appeared to badmouth her ex-fiancé Carl Crawford and talk to another man just weeks before their breakup became public. Jennifer wasn't done. She doubled down, saying, "I didn't lie. I just told the truth. If the truth makes you cry, that's not my fault." And that one line, hit the internet like wildfire. Suddenly, Evelyn's whole image was under attack. For years, she'd been seen as the strong woman who kept picking herself up after heartbreak. But now, people were wondering, was that all just part of the performance? Was she really the victim? Or had she been playing both sides all along? Even Basketball Wives cast members started weighing in. Malaysia Pargo posted a cryptic quote about people pretending to be good when they're really the problem, and fans immediately linked it to Evelyn. Jackie Christie, who's never been shy about stirring the pot, made it clear she was Team Evelyn, saying Jennifer was just chasing attention. But then came a curveball. Shawnee O'Neal, who usually stays neutral, posted something that had everyone's jaw on the floor. Real friends don't expose each other, they talk it out. It was simple, but it spoke volumes. Was she calling Jennifer out, or was she quietly telling Evelyn to own her truth? And if that wasn't enough, Tammy Roman jumped in from the sidelines. On her podcast, she said, "At some point, you gotta stop crying and start reflecting." Fans took that as a direct hit toward Evelyn, suggesting maybe the tears were more about guilt than pain. The tension kept growing. Evelyn stopped posting for a while, disappearing from the public eye. Jennifer, meanwhile, kept going. She gave interviews, dropped more details, and told fans she wasn't doing this to be messy. She was doing it because she was tired of fake friendships and public manipulation. But that didn't stop fans from asking the big question: was Evelyn lying all these years? Let's not forget, Evelyn's relationships have always been front and center. Her short marriage to Chad Ochocinco Johnson was one of the most public and traumatic moments of her life. After the domestic violence incident, Evelyn said she was blindsided, that she never saw it coming. And for years, people rallied behind her, calling her brave for walking away. But Jennifer hinted that there was more to the story, that things weren't as black and white as they seemed. She never justified what happened, but she claimed Evelyn knew the relationship was toxic long before that night, that she ignored red flags, maybe even fed into the chaos for TV. Then there was Carl Crawford, the MLB star and father of her son. Their engagement looked picture perfect online, but behind the scenes, Jennifer said Evelyn was already done months before the world knew, that she was planning her next move while pretending everything was fine. Those accusations cut deep because for Evelyn, her relationships weren't just love stories, they were part of her identity. To have all of that questioned publicly by someone who once knew her best, that's betrayal on another level. Evelyn later said, "People don't know what I've lived through. They think they know my story, but they don't know my pain." And maybe that's true. Maybe Jennifer's truth and Evelyn's truth are two different versions of the same heartbreak. As the reunion for Basketball Wives approached, producers teased a shocking confrontation between the two women. Fans knew it was coming. The tears, the yelling, the emotional showdown that's been building for years. When Evelyn and Jennifer finally came face to face, it wasn't just TV, it was personal. The air was heavy. You could feel the pain, the anger, and all the years of love that turned into resentment. Jennifer looked calm, almost cold. Evelyn looked exhausted, eyes red, voice shaking. She said, "You were my sister. Why would you do this to me?" Jennifer didn't flinch. She said, "Because I'm done pretending. I covered for you for years, and now I'm the bad guy for telling the truth? I can't keep living in your story." Evelyn broke down right there. She cried, saying she didn't deserve to be dragged like this, that she's made mistakes but never pretended to be perfect. Jennifer just nodded, saying, "Then own them. Stop blaming everyone else." It was heartbreaking. Two women who once called each other family, now standing on opposite sides of pain. The audience was silent. Even the other cast members looked uncomfortable. That moment wasn't about fame anymore. It was about betrayal, forgiveness, and the heavy cost of public friendship. After filming, reports say Evelyn left the set early, emotional, shaking, and done. She later posted a message that read, "Sometimes the people you trust the most are the ones who destroy you the deepest." Fans flooded her comments with support, while others begged her to take accountability. Jennifer, on the other hand, stood firm. She said she's moved on, that the truth always comes out eventually, but the internet isn't so quick to forget or forgive. The whole situation became a lesson in loyalty, image, and what happens when private pain becomes public entertainment. Two women who once shared everything, now reduced to headlines and hashtags. Maybe Evelyn wasn't the villain. Maybe Jennifer wasn't the hero. Maybe they were both just women trying to survive in a world that thrives on their downfall. Because behind the fame, behind the designer clothes and camera lights, are real emotions, real heartbreak, real people who once loved each other deeply, now torn apart by truth, pride, and pain. And as the dust settles, one question still lingers in every fan's mind. Can Evelyn and Jennifer ever truly heal from this? Or has the damage already gone too far? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, when loyalty turns into lies and friendship turns into betrayal, there are no winners, just lessons. Painful, public, unforgettable lessons. And somewhere, deep down, maybe both Evelyn and Jennifer are realizing that the biggest loss isn't the fame or the followers, it's each other.